Hi everybody, I'm Kirsty Meakin from Nao Nails. In this video I'm going to show you how to do a vertical ombre with acrylic. Give us your finger, Andrea. Thank you very much. We've got a proper sculpting form on. I've already prepped this nail, so we've removed the surface shine and we are ready to go. Making sure this sculpting form is fitted nice and tight, so it's really secure, it's not going to move anywhere. I'm going to dehydrate. And then I'm going to prime. Two swipes of primer. I'm going to use blank slate. I'm going to create a platform to work on top of. I'm not going to go straight on with the colours. I'm going to work on top of this. It's going to give it a lot more strength, and we've also got something to look at so we can visually see the nail we are working on. You'll find that that will help you when you come to sculpt a nail, to have a little bit of something there for you to work on top of when you're doing design work. So we're doing it quite thin, and I'm going to do a very thin layer on the natural nail. I'm going to be using these two gorgeous colours, which are God Fairy. God Fairy, that does not say God Fairy.
What does it?
However, I quite like that name. It says Fairy Godmother. And then we've got Magic Wand. God Fairy. Is that even a thing?
No.
What do you have, a God Fairy?
Yeah.
Just give them
Oh,
tablets.
yeah.
Yeah.
I made a bit of pain. Had a few, painkillers. Don't quite know what I'm on about. Bear with me, guys. Bear with. I'm just going to pinch that a little bit before I put the colour on. So a vertical ombre is going to run from this side to this side. You can do this in any colour you want to. These powders I'm using today are shimmery. They're a lovely shimmery powder. You can do them with any powder, as long as it's Nao Nails. So I'm going to pick this colour up, and you see the angle of my brush is totally different than I would normally do. We are letting this come down the nail. I'm using the brush on the side rather than like this. These powders are that pigmented you can almost paint with them.
So that's quite handy, because then you don't have to build your structure into the ombre, do you?
Exactly.
Get you?
I know.
So you are.
He'll be doing them
sad.
next. Can't wait. I'll do the filming.
Don't. Because that's
You
the only
do-
excuse I've had recently.
Yeah,
is
you
like,
do.
nobody can film it though.
Yeah, I'll do the filming.
Yeah, well, you just have to train me and Andrea up,
Yeah.
and we'll film.
No,
it.
you're the model.
No,
you're
oh,
the
for
model,
God's
yeah.
sakes.
Yeah, you're the model. I'll do the filming.
So I've gone just over halfway with it, and we're going to do the same again on this side, but with Magic Wand. I'm tickling it down, and you can bring it across now. And I'm going to brush, 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 brush. Which will start to blend. add a little bit more. See how you can almost like paint with it. It's so easy to work with.
Said the person of 20 years experience.
I was going to say, yeah, you make it look easy.
There are companies that bring out ombre colours that are perfect for ombre. I don't know if that's like a real thing.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're just coloured powders.
Yeah, that sounds a bit like what is it called when it's...
They just do. It's like I don't know. I don't know. Somebody was online the other day and they were showing some. I'm not going to mention the brand, but there's a G and a G in it. And they have a. I'm gonna get slated for. I'm not slagging off another brand, by the way. This other brand do beautiful colours. But this brand have got acrylic powders for ombre. So somebody was doing a live feed and it was really cool. It was a nice live feed. It was educational and it was, very pretty. And so I said, well, can you do 3D with them? And she was like, oh, I don't know. And I was like, smash out a 3D flower for us. So she did.
Yeah.
It was a beautiful flower and it worked. And I said, what makes this certain powder an ombre powder? And they all didn't really know. They said, well, they're really pigmented, so they think it could be that. They aren't structure powders, they need capping, blah, blah. And I just thought, well, aren't they just powders?
Just normal powder.
Yeah.
Aren't they just coloured acrylic?
Yeah.
But if you put a name on it, it sells.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it's a new thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. People get,
Sucked in by branding.
yeah.
Yeah, they do.
Mm.
They do, yeah.
It's like a novelty type.
It's
thing.
something new, isn't it? Oh, I'll
Yeah.
try that.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong, they were beautiful powders.
And because if it says on the tin ombre powder, people are going to expect that they can do an ombre just because they've got it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you can only
exactly.
do an ombre if you're talented enough to do it. Don't get me wrong, your powder needs to have a lot of pigment in. These powders are really pigmented. As you can see, I can almost paint with them. And what I'm doing is using it quite wet just to create that ombre. So I'm going to blend this a little bit more with this lilac tone. Picking it up quite wet. What I'm going to do now is use glass rose to encapsulate. I love encapsulating with glass rose.
You said clear earlier on.
I know, but I've changed my mind, and I'm going to encapsulate with glass rose because it's got a slight pink to it, and it self levels so nicely. It kind of makes my job a lot easier, so that's why I'm using it. You can use clear, but I just love glass rose at the minute. I do have little fads, don't I? Like, obsess over certain things. Like I did over natural beige and warm beige.
Hummus.
Hummus, yeah, had the old hummus thing, and now it's on halloumi. We're on halloumi now.
Is it just H's?
Maybe it is, yeah, maybe it's, yeah. What will be next, eh? What will be next? Keep everything nice and neat. You want this nail to look as close to the finished result as you can with your brush. Which means you will not have to file as much. So after I've given that a pinch, I am going to take it off as soon as that is set. Make it nice and comfortable for you again. Then I'm going to file In my normal filing routine, as always, I'm going to do my sidewalls first, then I'll do the cuticle free edge, and then I'll contour the top surface. Going to use pure acetone to wipe over. That'll also smooth the layer, the sort of top layer of this nail. Nice ombre. I'm going to seal this in with the Urban Graffiti top coat. I nearly put the base coat on there. Pop me that in the lamp. Oh, look at that. I love it with the shimmer as well.
It's beautiful.
I think the shimmer adds to it. Oh, I love the ombre. I've just realised it's like my old hair.
Yes, it is. Yeah, it is.
Think I've got a thing for pink and purple. I did think about having half my hair pink and half my hair purple. I'm going to finish off with some cuticle oil. Let's give this a rub. Massage that in. Pretty nice. Stimulating massage. Wipe off the excess so you can really see that gorgeous ombre. Delish.
Beautiful.
There you are, guys. Hope you've enjoyed that video, how to create a vertical ombre. Have a go. Let me know how you get on. Please comment below. Don't forget, check us out on Facebook and Instagram, and I will see you guys in the next video. Subscribe as always. Bye-bye.